Hi, I'm Dave Sidden, Executive Director at Wildlife Images. And today one of our topics is survival during the winter time. A lot of the people that visit Wildlife Images have questions about our animals and how do they survive the cold winter days. And the most common question is, do our bears hibernate? Well, actually, it really doesn't get cold enough down here for our bears to hibernate. So they just basically go and hide out in their house when it's a cold day or something like that. But they never get into hibernation. If we were at higher altitude with snowpack, it'd be cold enough for our bears to hibernate. But our bears here really don't hibernate. They'll get a little bit lethargic for a few days, but true hibernation does not happen. A lot of other animals have to contend with the cold winters in other ways. For example, our birds. Birds like, well, this is a condor feather, and this is a hummingbird. Most hummingbirds are migratory, so they head to southern latitudes where it's warmer during the wintertime. But we do have like the anise hummingbirds that stay sometimes in winter over here. So if you're feeding hummingbirds in your yard, it's key that they have food through the winter time. So if you have a hummingbird feeder, keep it stocked. They changed the formula to like a 3-to-1, so it's a lot higher sugar content during the winter, so they get more energy. Because a hummingbird, to survive, they go into what's called a torpor during the evening time. They'll sit on a branch, their metabolism drops. Their normal heart rate is about 1,200 beats per minute, and it'll go down to about 80 beats a minute when they're sitting in a tree at night. They can just come down, and then they don't use the same amount of energy. So they conserve their energy, and they can stay warm. They fluff up their feathers, sit down on their feet. And of course, downy feathers are key to that survival. Feathers like this provide lots of insulation. So a lot of birds will have downy feathers, and that conserves the heat so they can make it through the wintertime. So if you do have bird feeders, make sure you keep them clean and keep them stocked this time of year. The little birds really do need that extra energy to survive through the winter. Now, if you'd like more information about Wildlife Images, how you can become a member, a volunteer, maybe leave us in your estate planning, any of these things that will really make this job possible, you can log on to our website at wildlifeimages.org. That'll give you all the information you need. So we'll look forward to seeing you another time on another episode of Walk on the Wild Side.